Hey, welcome to Behind the Scenes live stream. I'm Pamela Mary and happy to have you here where I'm going to share a little bit about my story, some of my songs and the stories behind those songs. And I would love to chat with you. If you want to talk, just go ahead and type away in that chat. Love to talk to you. But like I said, my name is Pamela Mary and I am a country artist in Houston, Texas. And I've been performing basically my whole life. I've been on stage since I was 6. And if you had asked me when I was a kid, all the way through even like when I was a teenager, and literally what I wanted to go to college for, but what do you want to be when you grow up? I would have told you a famous singer. Because I've always liked singing, and I thought that being on stage was like the best high. I couldn't have explained that when I was in 6th grade, for example. That's when I first started having that feeling, like literally I'm in 6th grade and I'm starring in this show, and like being on stage gives me such a high. Like, of course, I've never been high before when I'm 12, but that's the biggest high for me. I love performing. I love being on stage, and I've been performing in shows of all kinds since I was 6. And then I launched my solo career. I was previously for years with an 80s cover band. Love those guys so much, and I still will get to jump in and perform shows with them every once in a while when they need me to, which is awesome. But then so after that, I was with a top charting Texas country band for several years and loved doing that. And then went to launch my solo career. Instead of a band thing, I was going solo right when the world shut down from COVID in 2020. So that threw a huge wrench in everything. No performing live. Well, obviously no doing anything live, right? And so the first song that I released, my first solo original that I released anyway, came out April 2020. And no single release party. Everything was just online. I was doing everything streaming. So that's the first song that I would like to share with you tonight. This song is called Ready to Fly. It has 2 meanings for me. First is that in launching my solo career, it was really scary. And so ready to fly, just jumping out and flying, jumping off that cliff, jumping off that limb of the tree and spreading my wings all by myself. And especially in 2020, like when nobody can do anything together, it was just scary to launch a solo career apart from my former band that I absolutely loved doing everything with that band, and I was doing everything solo. Super weird. So that is part of Ready to Fly, one of the reasons I wrote it. And another reason I wrote Ready to Fly is because someone very close to me once said that I was overly religious and that it was unhealthy, just because I was a Christian and I went to church on Sundays and I didn't cuss and didn't like getting drunk and just stuff that I believe is a sin and I don't do. So that really hurt me, and I realized, well, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. And so that is another meaning of this song, that I stand firm in my faith, and I'm not ashamed to be a Christian, not ashamed of my faith. So that is this song, Ready to Fly. And I would love to share a little bit, or not a little bit, I'm going to share this whole song with you. I'm going to share you my song, Ready to Fly, that I released April 2020. Here it is.
Washed over me, found me a new life, got eternal peace. Valleys low, ain't gonna
that's my song Ready to Fly, my first solo original that I released right when the world shut down in 2020. And that is on several country gospel Spotify playlists, which is really cool. And then the next song I wanted to share with you is inspired by a little girl who is battling a rare form of childhood cancer, and she came into my life when she was only 7 years old, and I was invited to sing for her benefit to raise money for her medical bills, and they raised over $25,000. And this little girl was not there because she was sick and in the hospital all the time, and chemo and radiation and all these things. So I didn't get to meet her, but I played for her benefit, and I started following her journey on social media that her mom was posting on TikTok. And she is the sweetest, cutest, most positive little girl. And I couldn't imagine, like, how is this little girl going through all of these things, but she's somehow still super positive and laughing and joking, like literally telling jokes in her hospital room. And her mom's video recording this on TikTok and stuff. And I'm like, this girl is so amazing. And I fell in love with her. And she totally inspired this song, Teaching Us to Live, which was nominated as a finalist for Christian Country Songwriter of the Year. And super thrilled to have received that nomination. And this song is Maylin's song, but it's called Teaching Us to Live. And it is for not only Maylin, but all the kids out there battling cancer, and for anyone who you feel is just super inspiring despite all the hardships that they go through, that they teach us how to live in spite of all their pain and their tragedies. That's this song, Teaching Us to Live. I'd like to share this with you now.
How there's always a smile lighting up your face. How you make the most of every day. How you're laughing and joking, always in the moment. Even when I know you don't always feel like it. Not long ago I had a golden curls, the simple life of a 6-year-old girl. But now every day it teaches to live in a world that don't always make perfect sense, giving more than you should have to give, with your heart of gold and a spirit that won't quit, God's beautiful, perfect gift, teaching us to live. Where you're never afraid to take on the day, share your stories with others, a testament of faith, making everyone see what matters the most is the heart that you open through a door that is closed. And every day you teach us to live in a world that don't always make perfect sense, giving more than you should have to give, with your heart of gold in a spirit that won't quit, God's beautiful, perfect gift,
That is Teaching Us to Live, nominated Christian Country Songwriter of the Year by TCMA, Texas Country Music Association. Super, super just beyond grateful for that award, and so grateful that that song is going to, I think, really inspire a lot of people. Malin inspired me. So that is Teaching Us to Live. And it was written because that little girl, her family, a family member, saw or heard my song, Take Down a Giant, and fell in love with it because my song, Take Down a Giant, is about my story with multiple sclerosis. And I hate having MS so much, but it's chronic, it's lifelong, there's nothing, it's incurable. So I wrote Take Down a Giant based on my story, having MS, and all of the battles that I deal with daily: physical, mental, emotional, financial, relational. And I realized that I'm not the only one who deals with all of these things. And I have a lot of fans like you who also have battles and have shared your stories with me. I have fans who battle diabetes and have had amputations. I have fans with cerebral palsy. I have fans with autism. And I have such amazing fans that you've told me that this song is like your favorite song of all time, that this song gives you hope, that this song has helped you lose weight, has helped you to reach goals, has helped you when you are just feeling super down. And that means the world to me. So if you've never shared your story with me, but you want to, please do. Please send me an email. Tell me your story, Pamela@PamelaMaryMusic.com. I would love to read your story. It would mean so much to me because multiple sclerosis is incurable, and some of those other diseases that I mentioned that some of you guys have are also incurable. And I'm like, so my song Teaching Us to Live, Malin, was just recently declared in remission, which is wonderful. But remission doesn't mean cured, it just means, you know, she's free of all the symptoms now, and so she can feel like a normal kid and go back to school this year, which is awesome. And I would love to hear your story if you would like to share it with me. And again, my email address is Pamela@PamelaMaryMusic.com. And this is my song, Take Down a Giant, that was nominated for Christian Country Single of the Year in 2021. So that was really super exciting. So Take Down a Giant.
Wonder what's coming next. I have scars that the world never sees. Wasn't asking for this, and if I had a wish, I'd go back to who I used to be. Back before the sky fell down, but I'm living in the here and now. I'm not a hero, I'm only a human, battling demons, and some days I'm losing, but I keep my head up and I keep fighting, 'cause even the smallest of us can take down a giant. At the end of the day, when my mind starts to race about things no one else understands, I remember there's more. I'm still writing my story, and I get to choose how it ends. Yeah, it's true, my world went black, but this is how it looks when I come back. I'm not a hero, I'm only a human, battling demons, and some days I'm losing, but I keep my head up and I keep battling demons, and some days I'm losing. But I keep my head up and we keep fighting, 'cause even the smallest of us, yeah, even the smallest of us can take down a giant, can take down a giant, yeah, whoa. I can take down a giant.
Take Down a Giant. That was 2021's Christian Country Single of the Year. Not the same as Teaching Us to Live was a finalist for Christian Country Songwriter of the Year. So super grateful to have both of those nominations, but even more grateful to have your comments on what the Take Down a Giant has meant to you. And so I would love to receive your comments if Teaching Us to Live has meant something to you, or Ready to Fly, or any of my other songs. Please send me an email. I would love to have those comments, your stories. It would mean so much to me. So now, if you would like to share anything with me, any chat with me, that would be amazing. I'd love to talk to you. And if you want to join my street team, Pam's Fam, you can go to go.pamelamarymusic.com and you can sign up to be part of Pam's Fam. I would love to have you. And thank you so much for sharing some time with me. And I will see you very soon, the next behind the scenes live stream. Bye guys, love you. Mwah.